Hello everyone, Payal, Rupal, Tushar, Neeraj, Monica, Harshal, Ali.
Cool, cool. So for without any further delays, Anamika, thank you very much, for giving us this opportunity to be part of this whole, in conversation with. This is Divine Hub's first series of in conversation with, and you are the first guest speaker onto this.
So
So thank you.
excited.
I'm sure we all are equally excited. Okay, so
Yeah.
all those who don't know about us, we are Divine Hub. We are the workplace solution company. We are based out of Andheri, and we offer workspaces to startups, entrepreneurs, enterprises. So, and as a part of our webinar series, we have started something called as In Conversation With, where we'll be calling in guest speakers to share their knowledge, and we'll be talking on a particular topic. So now today's topic is one of my favorites, which is journal therapy. And who else comes to mind when it's about journal therapy? So without any further delays, Anamika, I'll hand it over to you to introduce yourself to the crowd and
Yes.
take it forward from there. And obviously we'll make it very interactive, so we'll be asking questions to you, I'll be asking questions to you, and then you can enlighten us with your knowledge.
Yeah, the enlightenment is a huge word, man. Okay, so I'll quickly begin. Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Anamika Chauhan, and I'm a PhD in knowledge management, and I'm also practicing as cognitive scientist. So when I'm saying cognitive scientist, that is purely academic based, and I do a lot of research in that role. And vis-a-vis, I'm also practicing as a business and life skills coach from here in Mumbai. So me and Ketan always have a lot of conversations around what we can do in terms of webinar and what all topics we should cover. So I came up with the idea of having journal therapy, and journal therapy sounds very new, and it is a new concept in terms of how exactly you can make the maximum out of it. So quickly I'll say that when you're talking about journal therapy, it is something which I've been doing for years now, and minimum once in a week. But before I explain you what is journal therapy, Ketan, I'm going to ask you, why is it so exciting for you when you hear journal therapy?
Well, very good question, and thanks for asking me this question. So I like writing a lot. I used to write in once upon a time. I used to write a lot, and even today I maintain this diary. So I have a habit. So I'm not a iPad guy. I'm not a. So I'm so much onto my computer all the time. But I like writing. So if there's anything that I would like to express, I would pick up my pen. I would pick up the diary, and I would start scribbling. On that in the diary.
Yeah.
So, but then obviously, because this is one of the things I was going to ask you at a later stage, which is like, I couldn't keep up with that habit. For some reason, I don't know, I couldn't do it on a regular basis. So it used to go in, bits and pieces.
Yeah.
So that's why when I was reading about it, when you first told me about journal therapy as a topic that we will be covering, I started doing my research, and I found it very interesting. I really found it very interesting. So I was, waiting for this moment to come.
Yeah. So see, journal therapy has got like two words by default: journal and therapy. Now, if I cover therapy first, you all must be agreeing with me. So therapy is more to do with when we are talking about healing from your pent up emotions, negative thoughts, different sort of thoughts. It can be anger, frustration. Also, somewhere when you are not satisfied with yourself, where you feel you have not done enough in your own life, in your own career, so that is where therapy word comes in picture, which is going to help you and heal you to move forward. Okay. Now when I'm saying journal, so journal is more to do with writing, all to do with writing and only about writing. So it is again, when I'm going to proceed further, I want all my audience, please have a paper and pen with you, because I'm going to give you a lot of notes right now also during the session. So you should have a quick registration immediately on the paper, because every time it is not possible you keep and store everything in your mind. Now imagine a situation where you are acting like a sponge, and all your ideas, all your emotions, feelings, thoughts, everything is stored in your mind, and you're like, oh my god, I'm everywhere. So when I think of uh, going out or traveling anywhere, or even if I have to come to your place in Divine Hub, I need to have my Google, I need to have my GPS on. So how Google GPS helps us to reach from one point to another point successfully without getting distracted or without making a wrong turn. Likewise, we need journal therapy, and these particular exercises, there is a list of exercises which I'm going to talk about, which is more about a GPS of your own mind, and it stands for Go Perfectly Straight. So when I'm talking about GPS of your own mind, it is Go Perfectly Straight, so that you don't miss out on the special and important action plans which you're supposed to do. Okay, so journal therapy is also very helpful because it is your personal communication. Now if you say that the kind of situation we are surrounded with, this was very unexpected, something which is very forceful upon us, so what happens, it plays a lot on our mind, because we are not forced to live in this kind of situation where everything is limited. We were also not prepared for these kind of challenges in the first place. So when you have a GPS of your own, you can declutter your mind with irrelevant and not so important emotions and feelings, and keep yourself easy. And also you can keep a tap of time, how the time is moving, because in this scenario I believe most of us are struggling on losing the track of time, losing the control format. So journal therapy also helps you to take a control on a particular situation with regards to, doesn't matter who the persons are involved, if it's just you or if there's some bunch of people.
Okay, okay. So, but Anamika, I wanted to know. So, purely, and because we are all new to this kind of therapy, at least I am new to this therapy. So, I just wanted to know. So, uh, how is it different from, say, the normal journal writing, or maybe the journaling itself?
Yes,
Is there a difference in that, or?
yes, there is a slight difference, because the way you express yourself is, that's what differentiates the whole idea. When we are writing journal, like when we are just journaling, we are mostly having a to-do list, or most of the time we just have an action plan, tick tick tick, how much work was there, how much important task we finished, and so on. But when we are doing journal therapy, it's like a conversations which you are having with yourself. So it is also helpful, like, the way how you look at it is, you have your left brain and right brain. So journal therapy is a lot to do with your checking your brain and how your brain is functioning. So as we all know, right brain is all about creativity and freedom of expression, and left brain is all about being rational and logical. Okay, so when you are only journaling, just plain journaling, it is only taking care of your left brain, because you're being rational and you're being logical. But when you are doing a journal therapy relevant exercises, then along with your left brain, even right brain is very very happy and easy and empty, because of which you become more creative, more productive, and you feel more free to have some new and relevant ideas in your mind and put them in action form immediately. Okay, so before I move forward, I want all of you to write down right word, and I'll tell you the acronym of each and every letter. WRITE. So here W stands for, what is it that you're going to write about? So W stands for, what is it that you're going to write about? R stands for reflect. Okay, reflect in the sense you're taking and you're considering journal therapy as a form of mindfulness or meditation. Okay, I is introspect your feelings and your thoughts. I stands for introspection of your feelings and thoughts. T stands for time yourself. So time is also very important, because it should not happen that you just go on writing stuff as a part of journal therapy exercise. So you should give yourself a certain time. Not more than 10 minutes is what ideally I suggest to all my clients. Okay. And E stands for exit strategically with introspection. Exit strategically with introspection. Now, when I'm saying this particular sentence, your concluding line should be somewhere with saying that I am aware of XYZ. Or you can use a sentence that I feel ABC. As I read this, I notice XYZ. So you're writing your observational thoughts when you're doing these exercises. Also, when you have to review yourself, the R for review yourself, you can think of sentences like, in this moment, I am feeling XYZ. In this moment, I am feeling XYZ. Or I want ABC. So these are the ways of doing your journal therapy exercises and how you start with your sentences.
So how does this, Anamika, this is really great, but so how does this work? You are saying it activates your left brain and the right brain because you're putting it down on a piece of paper, as opposed to just journaling it. Is that right? And these are this is probably one of the exercises that we are talking about, right? So are there more exercises to it, or these are the limited exercises that one has to do?
There are multiple ways of doing the exercises because we are filled with multiple types of emotions. So journal therapy, the main objective of journal therapy is to help you check your emotions and your mood swings.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So you can have exercises like where you're writing letters to yourself. Or you can have an exercise of gratitude journal where you want to be thankful for everything that you have.
Correct. So that's what I was also going to ask you. So how many types of journal therapies are there? Like, you said one is for gratitude, one is for your, to check your emotions, check
Yes.
your mood. Okay.
Yes. So in the current situation, as we all know, everything looks very uncertain and dicey. So you must be filled with a lot of fear, because fear
Right.
that's what it triggers it. Because when we don't know anything, the fear pops in our mind. Ki kya hoga, what will happen? And we go in the worst scenario. So through journal exercise, through writing your own emotions and bringing it all out in your book or in your notepad, you can release your fears, you can release your doubts, confusion, all of these emotions very well. And
Okay.
it comes out very easily. Okay. At the same time, everybody's talking about self-love. Everybody's talking about self-care. But what exactly and how exactly it is done? So this is where journal therapy is one of the tools of practicing self-love and self-care. Because you're having a close conversation, an honest conversation with yourself, and nobody is judging you for that. So it
And
is.
you're saying, sorry to interrupt, but and you're saying that every day 10 minutes is what one has to do this? Is that
Yeah,
what you're saying?
the more you want to release your emotions, why not?
Okay.
I used to be a very noisy person once upon a time. And when I'm saying noisy, I'm admitting that I used to have many thoughts going at the same time with horse speed. And trust me, it used to drain me a lot. Mentally and emotionally, I used to drain myself a lot. So physically, even if I'm not tired, mentally, emotionally, I'm completely drained. And it used to directly affect my productivity and my decision making efficiency. So That is where, when you need to calm down and tell yourself not to be a multitasker, live in the moment, focus on one thing. Journal therapy is the first basic step you should do at the beginning of the day.
Every day, you mean? Every day
Every
in the
day you
morning?
can
Okay.
be well and good. It's like you are
Okay.
you're loving yourself for that, and you will thank
Sure.
yourself, because once you bring it out on paper, it is done.
Sure. So then obviously one of the thought that comes to my mind, and obviously we are going to open it up for others to also ask their own set of questions.
Yes.
So one of the thoughts that comes to mind. So what are the challenges of doing this? Because I see, so if, any routine that you have to form or any habit that you have to form, it takes a lot of time. It comes with its own set of challenges. So has this got any challenges at all?
Yeah. So before challenges, should I share some tips?
Yeah, please go for it. Yeah.
So I'll share some of the tips which has really well. It has worked with me. The first tip which I really enjoy is play a very soothing background music in the background.
Okay.
That is number one trigger that your mind will also get signals. So your monkey mind needs to be calmed down first.
Right.
So play some calm music. If you're into chanting mantras, you can play mantras on a low volume. Anything and everything, whatever you like personally. It is completely your personal business. Okay, that is step number one. Step number two, you can use colorful pens for your different types of emotions. So you can color code your emotions very well. If you're thinking about some happy emotions to write, and it is very important that we write our happy emotions as well. So why I'm saying it, I also discuss with my clients that when you're not so overexcited while getting so much of compliments, you feel shy and you feel like, oh, thank you, like that. And then definitely you cannot take so much personal when somebody is criticizing you. So we
Right.
have a tendency of, having more inclination towards negative thoughts, sad feelings, hurting ourselves and sticking to it, which is not
Right.
a good thing. It's not a balanced way of, handling our emotions. So it is important that you write your happy emotions, grateful emotions, emotions related to small success, as well as your fear, uncertainty, hurt, pent up emotions, suppressed emotions, everything.
So would you recommend to have different journals for all these emotions,
Well,
or just one?
if you can manage, then why not? So I've got two journals in my own personal thing. I've got a gratitude journal which is separate, and I've got a journal which is like, I just call it as a bin. I just like dumping things into it, and I tear it off and I throw it away. I don't even like to go back to it because it's not a good feeling. Why to go back to a feeling which is not going to make you feel good? So at any point of time, I feel I had a hard day or I could not even sleep properly with some of the other thought process. I get up and I start scribbling. It doesn't matter what writing I'm writing.
Just right.
Just write. Just go with the flow. So it is a lot to do with connecting with your inner child.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Makes sense.
and when I say a big word like inner child, so very often, like, so I'm a mother, and of course you being a father, like many of you will relate to it, that we are so easy with our kids, but we are never easy with our inner child. Now when I say this, we are not, what I'm trying to make a meaning out of it, that we are very harsh on ourselves. We beat us very much. I didn't do well, I could have done better, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that.
All the
That's
time.
all the time, exactly, which is not fair. I mean, when our kids are doing some mistake, how easily we can forgive them and we understand that it was a genuine mistake, not a deliberate one. So why not we can forgive ourselves as well, that it was unintentional.
True.
So journal therapy, within journal therapy, you can do these exercises also where you can forgive yourself for what it was, take it as a lesson and move on.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I like the way you said, use different color pens to express different emotions. That's very important takeaway, I believe. And it would be a good way to segregate and differentiate your emotions.
Yes.
But I would still want like to reflect to my earlier questions about
Challenge.
challenges. Yeah, I know. So
Yes, so when it comes to the challenges, the first challenge is that people who are having cognitive challenges, they cannot make use of it. Who are having a lot of difficulty in processing language, because writing is more to do with the language part. Okay. Second, the challenge is that we tend to do a lot of dwell into negative aspect of writing. That should not be the case. Like I said, you should have the yin and yang. Both should be balanced. If you're writing two-pager on your negative emotions, you should have two-pager on your positive emotions as well. And I know this is going to be the very tough one and tricky one, but you have to do it.
okay, okay, okay. And so for someone who's never written anything, someone who's never into the writing part, how easy would this be for them?
It will be super easy for them. I'll tell
Okay,
you why, because most of the time we consider that journal therapy is all about writing ourselves, which should not be the case. You should write about others, you should write about a situation, you should write about your observation on different emotions that you're feeling, people that you're meeting, or in your family, in your business, workplace, anything.
okay.
So it need not to be that you should be only writing about yourself. Write about others. What is your viewpoint about it? What are you feeling about a given situation? Write it down.
So you said just a few minutes ago, you said that you write it down and negative emotions, and then you tear it off. So is that what is considered as like a normal thing, or you maintain the journal? What does one need to do? So even if they are negative emotions,
Yes.
you write it down on a paper and then just kind of tear it off and throw it away, or you
Yeah.
keep it in the journal.
No, I don't keep the negative emotions stored, because, like I said, I don't want my energy to be drained in negative thoughts.
Of course.
It's only going to take away my energy. And even if in future, if I come across that, like so, today if I've written negative and 1 week went fine, I go back to it second week and I felt something to just vent it out, and I start writing and I look back, oh, I had. So it doesn't give a good sign to my mind that I'm looking at my negative and depressed and suppressed emotions again, to
True.
which I have already moved on. So why to go back to it?
True. True. Right. Okay.
So it's like I'm training my brain to stay positive, cheerful, happy, because that is a fuel that I need, not just for my profession, but even for my self love factor.
Of course. Of course. Okay. Um, are we going to get any live sort of experience here? Are you going to show us what sort of journal are we talking about? What do you maintain? We don't want to sneak peek into your journal, but we just want to. Are there going to be any? Are you going to show us any live experience here for the audience?
I can give you, yeah, 3 prompts I can share. But before that, I will like to give you one more tip, is that why you should do journal therapy, because it helps in developing your own intuition. So through self-reflection exercise, this is a part of self-reflection and self-love, which I'm constantly saying again and again. Developing your intuition is also very, very important, no matter what, because we fall for a tendency that let me ask somebody else for an opinion,
Exactly.
and we allow ourselves to get judged, and when people judge us, then we feel bad. But imagine a situation where your own power of taking correct measures, correct steps, correct thought process is with yourself. So
True.
your
Okay.
intuition will develop.
So you are in charge of, and you are in command of the intuition yourself. So you're not relying on others to tell you,
Exactly.
what it is like. Okay. Okay. Very nice.
And the subtle benefits are, it increases your vocabulary, it clears your mind, you know what sentences to use, you won't have any regret कि उसको मैंने वैसे जवाब दिया होता तो I would have been in a better place, because
Right. Of course.
you've got your facts and thought process in check, everything is balanced, so you can express yourself with a lot of confidence, and people will like you for that, you will like yourself for that.
Right.
So
Right.
it's a win-win situation.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense.
Okay, so I'll leave you guys with 3 prompts, and you can choose to write right now, or maybe you can do it after the session. Any which way is fine. So my first prompt is, my perfect day looks like. My perfect day looks like.
Yep.
And then you can go on writing what it is going to be. And write it when you're writing the like particular story about it. Make sure you're talking only about the given scenario and moment. Don't go back to the unlocked situation. May my perfect situation would have been driving to work, because it's not relevant right now. So whenever you're doing journal therapy, make sure you're writing based on current situation.
So
Okay?
like now, like the lockdown period.
In the
Current,
lockdown
current.
period,
Fair enough.
what
Okay.
will be your ideal day? How
Okay. Okay. So let this be like a homework for the because I'm sure there are many questions that they want to ask you. So you can leave these things with them for them to do it at a later stage post the session. So yeah.
Okay, so second prompt I'm giving you is, the ideal advice I would like to give somebody at this moment is, the ideal advice I would like to give somebody at this moment is. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so now the third and the last prompt is, do I have a current habit? Do I have a current habit at this moment which I would like to correct? Do I have a current habit at this moment which I would like to correct?
Awesome.
Yeah, how does it sound?
Very nice.
I have tried to cover the prompts relevant to self love, and the reflection prompt I have tried to cover through this. So when I'm talking about reflection prompts, it is a lot to do with checking your habits. Okay, but I will not use the words like get rid of, because get rid of is like a negative word. So correct is a better word to use.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And also when you're talking about best advice, so you're also doing a lot of reflection on yourself.
True.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you're going to give us some live experience of journal writing.
Yeah, so these are the three
These were the 3 prompts that
these are
we.
the three
Okay.
prompts. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Anamika, I believe that there's a lot more to this as opposed to only this much. So is this like a more elaborated therapy where you teach, or how does it work?
So I take journal therapy classes. I'm a certified journal therapist as a coach as well. So I take this on one-on-one basis for 1 hour, and the total number of sessions are 4. And in those sessions, I cover the a lot of science behind journal therapy. So it makes a lot of logic and rational on how it is going to help you.
Okay.
Second, I help you with list of prompts. So like how I shared 3 prompts right now of 2 different types. So I've got a list of prompts, which are 10 prompts for different activities. So for your gratitude, you need to have certain prompts so that you can start releasing your emotions. It won't just come directly. You need to have an opening line. Like I gave you
Okay.
opening line right now. Okay. And those prompts you can use and during the session, and you can come back to me and I can help you again to make it more expressive. And you can use this exercises with for your personal development, with your kids, with your family, with your friends, with your team, even to increase their productivity, how good they can feel for themselves. And like I said, it has many benefits again.
Okay. And is this is so what is the duration of this course, or is this a 1 day, 2 day, 2 hours?
So I take it on a weekly basis because I know that, every person, when they have to pick up a habit, it will take little time to get used to it. So I take it like a 1 month course of 1 hour each on one-to-one basis. Now, when I'm doing one-to-one, it
Oh, wow.
becomes very much tailor-made because you may have a lot of journal therapy exercise needed for maybe your business growth purpose, where you want to ask yourself how to strategize. So I'll have a different set of prompts for you. Somebody else would come to me saying that they want to get rid of some fears, some doubts, some clarity issues are there, not being happy with themselves, not loving their own skin. So a lot of cases differ, and along with that, I take them on this journey, and that stays with them forever.
Okay. And so obviously, if you could just send me the details of the course, when it's starting. Obviously, you mentioned the duration, the fees for it, and so what I'll do is then I'll share it with the audience here, and obviously share it with others as well for them to benefit out of it.
Sure.
Cool. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to open up the session for some questions. So guys, please, if you could just raise your hand, and I'll unmute you guys if you have got any questions. So any questions, now is the time for you to ask. I can see. There we go. Hansel, here we go.
Hi, hello, doctor.
Hello, hi.
So, I'm the headbands. So I have, heard or known about left brain, right brain activation and stuff like that. So, is there a particular time that we need to do this exercise? Else, if our brain is very much active, we might not be able to get sleep or rest.
Yes. So if you want to write, you want to have some productive day from the beginning of the day, it's better right after you wake up, you get onto this writing exercise.
Okay.
Sometimes if you're having a tough day, maybe around in the afternoon or maybe later in the evening, and you're getting a lot of anxiety, because that's what we are affected with a lot of time. So to release anxiety, you can do it right there and then. There is no fixed time of doing it, but yes, to be filled with gratitude and positivity is better you do it first thing first in the morning, and you see the change.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this particular whole, sorry, I had two questions. So the second question is this left brain, right brain activation is done by using right as a method. Is this the full exercise? 10-minute exercise or 20-minute, whatever?
This is absolutely fantastic exercise, because when you're writing, you're reflecting again, because your mind is watching what you have written, your eyes are also seeing, and your fine motor skills are also involved, because you're writing with your hands. Otherwise, if you are comfortable using your laptop or a phone, you can do that as well, which is absolutely okay. So right brain and activation and left brain activation is a separate course altogether. Doesn't matter which course you're taking up, writing should be a part of it, and writing it beautifully is more important. That is where the prompts are important, that what is your opening line, how you're taking care of your brain to release your words, expressing yourself. So the prompts are very, very important to do this activity.
My question was, this particular journal therapy, is this, writing about the emotions or the gratitude, is this itself, in itself, an exercise to activate left and right brain?
Yes, if you're doing it every day, then definitely.
Okay.
Consistency is important, because you should also write your success log, not just failure logs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
And doing it consistently definitely helps a lot to activate both.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Hansel. Thank you very much. Okay, who have we got next?
I've got a question from Payal. I can see in the chat box. How
Yes.
giving advice to somebody is thinking about ourselves. Can you elaborate that question, Payal?
Payal, do I unmute you?
Yeah, please,
I've
please.
unmuted it. Sorry. I've unmuted you.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Anamika.
Hi, Payal.
Yeah, it was absolutely a very good session. Thank you so much for this. My question is about your second prompt, which you have mentioned that the ideal advice I would like to give somebody else, right, at this moment.
Yes.
So I didn't understood this question, this prompt, like what is it going to release out of my brain or emotions
Okay.
at the emotional level.
Right. So now I'll give you my personal example. Now, if I have to give an advice right now to somebody, is something which I want them to stay positive and hopeful throughout. Why? Because I'm practicing the same. I'm staying positive, I'm staying hopeful, and I can see how it is making a difference in my daily routine, despite of all the problems which we are seeing in the world. Now, when I'm saying that I'm seeing different results, it is reflected in my daily routine. It is reflected in my family environment. It is reflected in my work between my clients. So I can give those advices because I have practiced it myself. I have experienced it myself. So that is why it becomes a reflective prompt for your own self, which you are passing it on to others. Did I answer your question, Payal?
Oh, she's gone on. She's gone on mute again. Payal, can you hear us?
Yes. Understood, Anamika, very well.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Payal. Tushar, you can ask question now. Oh, Tushar. Anamika, I've got one more question. I'm just trying to. Tushar, I'm unable to unmute you for some reason. Did you log out? Okay, in the meantime, is there any other question? Anyone else wants to ask the question? Monica? Monica, yeah.
Yeah, hi Anamika. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Really nice session. Learned a lot. Honestly, just wanted to tell you that I am not the writing person. I've never wrote anything in my life, to be very honest.
Yes.
So, just thinking how to start and from where to start. I got your 3 prompts. I can think on that and I can write in that. Is there a particular way a person have to write? I mean, I'm just a bit confused as from where to start. That's the thing.
Okay, so when you're writing, don't go so serious about it. Nobody is going to check. It's not an exam paper. So first of all, go very easy in your mind.
Okay.
That's number one thing. Number two, you have to make it in a dialogue form where you're having a conversation with yourself.
Okay.
So remember that this activity you're doing is only for you, to yourself. That's it.
Okay.
So
is it
you can ask yourself few questions that what is it that I'm feeling right now? Am I feeling low? Am I feeling sad? Am I feeling happy? Am I feeling excited? Then you can ask yourself, what is important for myself in this situation? Should I continue feeling low or should I continue feeling happy?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so
my question was that what to ask. Yeah, got your answer.
Best question you can start just asking yourself, what is important for myself? Sometimes when I get mental block, I just go ahead with this basic open-ended question and I simply write what is important for myself. And then by default, thoughts start flashing in my mind.
Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, lately I started writing a little bit, whatever is in my mind. Yesterday only I have shared something with Payal. So, I'll definitely start writing so that whatever is in my mind can go in the paper and I can empty my mind. Otherwise, it's always full.
Right. No, it is going to make you feel very good about you yourself. That is number one takeaway I'm giving you. Like I can give you that in writing. That
Okay.
when you're doing journal therapy exercises properly, and if you're continuing with it for a month, you see tremendous transformation in yourself. Tremendous, tremendous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, sure. I'll definitely try. Thank you. Thank you so much,
All
Anand.
the best.
Thanks.
Anamika, we have a question from Tushar. Tushar, I'm unmuting you now.
Yeah, hi. Am I audible?
Yes,
Very
Tushar.
much.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for the session, Anamika. Just one question you mentioned about, like, you can get a read, not exactly getting a read of an habit, but you can change an habit. So just merely writing it like for 10 minutes every day, can we actually change a habit?
Well, which habit you want to get rid of?
Oh, as of now, I just want to get up early in the morning. That's all.
That's a very good one, and you can curate a lot of questions around it and ask yourself that if I get up early, how am I going to be benefited?
Okay.
So when I say why you should write your benefits first, because your mind is reflecting on it, so it is registering it.
Okay.
So in a very subtle way, you are training your monkey brain.
Okay.
Okay, so when you look at the benefits, you also look at the ways of getting up early, because now you get a good reflection that, dude, you need to do something about it. Come on. There are
Okay.
so many benefits and you're depriving yourself of it. So
Okay.
it's
So
like
these are the, sorry, go for it.
so you need to first of all get into a convincing format whether you like getting up early or not. That is number one.
Okay.
Then look at the benefits that you are having by getting up early. Then address the challenges that you're having to get up early. Okay, while
Okay.
you're writing all of this, you will also figure it out how to deal with these challenges.
Okay.
Okay, and you'll realize that all of this situation is in your control.
Right.
So once you know that the situation is in your control and you are the taskmaster, you won't you go ahead and do it?
Yeah, right.
Yes. So did I answer your question?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So Anamika, so what you're saying is it makes sense. So it's so a lot lies in the prompts that you are actually asking yourself. Is that how it is?
Absolutely, absolutely. The prompts
Okay.
are very, 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 very important. I'm emphasizing a lot on it because that's the opening trigger to your brain.
Okay.
It's the correct trigger, the correct point. So it's very helpful if you have a list of prompts for every type of journal and you just go ahead and do it by yourself later.
So I like the way you said that this is very different to the normal journaling, because I happen to have friends, I know people who have a habit of writing, but that's purely writing. That's not venting out, that's not putting across their emotions or thoughts in the journal. So that's very different to this, because this is actually opening up another thought in my mind, is that asking those or putting those right prompts, because they are very important. If you're not asking the right question, you're not getting the right answer to it.
Exactly. See,
Okay.
what happens, especially I see a lot of challenges for my clients when they're doing reflection journal or gratitude journal. It is very difficult to be thankful for what they have. Ego बहुत आता है.
बिल्कुल.
Okay. Now, at the same time, when I'm talking about reflection journal, self-doubt बहुत आता है.
Right.
Okay, you don't see the clarity over there. So when I'm coaching my clients, when I'm picking them up in this journey, I help them connect with their feelings very well. So once you start feeling about doing a particular activity, you do it in a proper manner.
Right.
Otherwise, if you're having a habit of to-do list, trust me, you will do it for 4 days. 5th day, you like, छोड़ो ना जाने दो. I have it in my head. I can do it.
Okay. Okay. All right.
You may come back to it maybe after you see some motivational video. You will again come back to it for 2 days. And then again, you will do it for 2-3 days. Again, you will drop it. So that inconsistency is there. Why? Because like I said, your right brain has not been activated. So you're not feeling creative enough. You're not feeling freedom of expressions over there.
Right. And this is, would it be ideal for kids as well? I mean, I know there's no harm to it, but I'm just asking.
Very much, yeah. So I train and I coach my clients so that they can do the same exercises with their kids.
With their kids, okay.
Yeah. So 5th standard onwards, all the kids, they love doing these exercises and they surprise them because they have abundance of freedom of expression. You don't know what level of creativity they have. So when they become so expressive, imagine a kid who can express themselves so very well right now, what they will do when they turn adult.
Okay.
Imagine the level of confidence that they will have when they're speaking to somebody about their own thoughts and feelings, because they'll be so clear what they want in life and how they want it.
True. Okay.
So every time their logical brain and their creative brain will help them to speak up.
Okay. Cool. So have you got any more questions? Here we go. Can you give some prompts for kids as well? Payal is saying, can you, oh, sorry, Payal, Payal, go for it.
Yeah, hi Anamika.
Hi dear.
So I just wanted to know, see, you mentioned 3 prompts for adults. So can we use the similar prompt for the kids as well? Or is there something we need to take care when we are giving them prompts?
I can help you with one prompt here, which comes to my mind easily, which I always ask my child, that how do you think your parents feel about yourself currently?
Okay.
So normally, kids are in their own world.
Okay.
When we grow old, we are like, hamara bacha hamara sochta hi nahi hai.
Okay, right.
So, well, the point is that you have to maintain that connection and you have to feed them. You have to give them this prompt. What do you think your parents think about you currently?
Okay, excellent. I think it takes out lot of emotions and lot of their creativity which is going on in their mind. Maybe that will come out in that.
Exactly. So they also start observing. They start slowing down. See what is happening because of TV culture and cartoons and all. Their brain has started processing things very fast. So it is important that they slow down. They observe and absorb their emotions.
Correct.
Otherwise, later on, they'll have a lot of anxiety issues.
Right.
So,
yeah, go for it. Sorry. I'm so curious to jump in and ask questions. So because you keep on using the word anxiety, so this therapy does help in managing anxiety, stress, and maybe, I don't know, maybe depression at a certain level?
200%. I'm telling you, Ketan, I have practiced it myself and I do it even now. People ask me, they tag me like people who know me in person, they call me superwoman, they call me what not. So those tags are not like I'm very proud of, but I know what I am today is because I'm doing some level of homework on myself every time. It is important that you keep working on yourself.
Right.
Yeah. So even I used to have a lot of anxiety issues when I was running my previous business, and that business was all about kids. I was running a school for that matter. I was running the whole place. So I used to have a lot of anxiety. I used to feel very lonely in that journey. You know how entrepreneurial journey is anyway. So
sure.
When people say that,
who else knows it better than me?
When people say that, oh, corporate is a rat race, let's just drop it and get into making passion your entrepreneurship. So I tell them, well, hello, entrepreneur journey in itself is a termite race. It eats you up from within.
True. No, because the anxiety is in the air now, because we all sleep, drink, breathe anxiety now, because we're so anxious, not only because of this whole, testing times, but what I'm saying is in general, right? In general, we get so anxious, choti baaton pe we get very anxious about it. So to have something like this in our lives, would help is what you're saying, right?
200%. There is absolutely no doubt in that. I have helped so many clients and they have told me how well it has helped them to develop their leadership style, to develop their negotiation style, to develop their time management, to develop their self-discipline and their self-talk. So when you have all these soft skills which are so developed, and you're taking care of skills like your life skills so very well, of course you'll take right decisions, you'll take right actions, you'll have the better result.
Cool. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Okay. Yeah. Very nice, Anamika. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pai. Lovely talking.
Same here.
Any more questions before we end the session? Well, let us see. We've got someone else, I think, trying to ask. Cool. Okay, Anamika, looks like that is it. So we'll have to call it a session now. So thank you very much once again for coming on this show and enlightening us and giving us all the knowledge on journal therapy. As before we go, as discussed, if you could just send us the details of your course so that I could share it with these guys, and then probably leave it with them for to decide what they have to do.
Absolutely fine.
Cool. And looking forward to do more such wonderful sessions with you. Give me 1 second. There's one prompt about the question though.
Okay.
Okay, no. So Tushar is thanking you and the team for the session. So thank you, Tushar, for joining in and tuning in.
Yes.
All right, Anamika. So we'll let you go and do what you had to do. Cool. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Just need to close this.